What shall I do with an illegal plant? Let's talk about it in today's video. Yeah, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Most of you watching this video will recognise this plant as the Gunnera tinctoria, and this plant has been technically illegal in the UK for a number of years, I believe. I've got two in my garden, one there and one there, and the way that most nurseries and sellers of this plant have got away with selling it on a technicality is by labelling it as Gunnera manicata, which previously wasn't banned. The reason it is banned is because it is invasive in certain parts of Western Scotland, tinctoria that is. But because they've reclassified the Gunnera manicata as a hybrid of manicata and tinctoria and called it Gunnera cryptica, that means that all Gunneras in the UK are now banned from sale. And yeah, so I'm left with two technically illegal plants in my garden. Now, the legality is a bit of a grey area as far as I can tell, in that yes, they can't be sold, they can't be given away, obviously they can't be planted out, but of course you can have them in your garden, no issues with that. And to be fair, you know, this is not, it's not an invasive species here. Planting it in your garden in a border, it's not going to escape, it's not going to go crazy and take over anything or escape into the outside world. However, when you want to get rid of one, got a bit of an issue now. So in this barrel here, last year I had this Gunnera planted up, and yeah, I'm taking it out and replacing it with something else. And before last year, I would have, of course, sold it, listed it on a Facebook group or sold it on eBay or something. But of course, technically I can't do that now. So I've got to think what I'm going to do with these. But anyway, I'm digging it out and I'm separating. See the rhizome there? I'm just chopping it into pieces and kind of keeping all the growing points separate. Some of them fed better than others through winter. So yeah, I'll dig that out and I'll see how many different pieces I've got, and then we'll have a think together. Maybe you can leave me a comment and let me know what you think, what you would do with it if you were getting rid of this. Okay, a bit out of breath there, but yeah, I've dug everything out apart from, of course, you can see these huge meaty roots, and yeah, it's put on a big root system, even though it's only been in the ground a couple of years, and it's kind of circled the barrel. So I'm gonna have to dig all these out. The size of these roots here, look, and they go quite deep. So you can understand why it's classed as invasive in certain parts of the country. But anyway, here's what I got, and you can see, look at the size of that rhizome there. You can see that's the big meaty part of the plant. I don't know if that one will survive. There's a growing point there. That one's looking out, and they're kind of spread horizontally, so it's gonna, you know, the rhizome will grow this way, producing the new leaves. That one looks to have survived, but I think this definitely died off in the winter, and it's produced a new growing point here. But you can see that's, you know, it's big. There's a big meaty rhizomes, prehistoric. I know they look prehistoric with the leaves, but that's what you got under the ground. A big meaty plant. But so there you go. That's my Gunnera tinctoria. Dug it out of the ground. This one will stay in the ground, well watered and well fed. I'll keep watering that through the summer. And this one, well, I mean, what would you do with all of these plants? Of course, within the legal remits. I mean, do you put them in the compost bin? If you do, will the local council be able to dispose of them adequately so that they don't take root somewhere? I don't know where the local council puts the garden waste. Do you leave them to dry out in the sun and die off? Because of because they're a boggy plant. Do I plant them elsewhere? I'm allowed legally to replant them in my garden, but of course they can't be given away or sold. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What would you do with a Gunnera tinctoria that is now illegal in the UK? There you go. Cheers, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.